Hi, boys and girls. Before Christmas, we talked about multiple meaning words. We're going to do a little bit more practice with multiple meaning words again this week. So remember, when we're talking about multiple meaning words, we're talking about words that are spelled the same and look the same and sound the same, but have different meanings depending on the sentence that they're in. So, for example, if we use the word bat, and I said, I saw a bat flying in the sky. And then I also used the word bat in a different sentence and said, I swung the bat to hit the ball. Both of those words are spelled the same, sound the same, but based on the sentence that they're in, they mean two different things. So in the first sentence, when we're talking about flying in the sky, we're talking about the animal bat. When we're talking about swinging something to hit a ball, we're talking about like a baseball bat. So you have to use clues in the sentence to help you figure out what that word means. We're going to do a little activity today where you actually are going to come up with two different sentences for the same word, as well as draw a picture to go with them. So I'm going to show you how to do it by doing the first page with you, and then the second page you're going to do by yourself. So I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller so that you can see what I'm doing here. And I'm actually going to move this to the top, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, so I have in front of me the first page of what we're going to do. So basically there are two boxes. They have the same exact word in them, bark. So I started by drawing a picture over here so you didn't have to see me struggle to draw that picture. But all I did was I used the drawing tool to draw that picture of a dog and put a little speech bubble there and said bark, okay? Because bark can mean a sound that a dog makes. Bark can also mean tree bark. So I'm going to show you kind of the steps that I'm taking to either draw the picture and then the sentences. So when I go to draw a picture of a tree, I can do one of two things. I can use my paintbrush tool and I can go through and do different colors. So when I click this, do you see this little thing right here? It says more colors. If I click on that, it will actually give you a big variety of colors, okay? So I'm going to go with brown though because I need my tree trunk. So I can either draw a tree trunk by just doing it like this. And then I'm going to need green to do the top of my tree so that you can tell that it's a tree. Okay, and then I can even do some brown stripes through here like it's like tree bark. Okay, and then I'm going to actually draw an arrow to point to the bark. So that could be bark. Now, if you don't feel comfortable drawing freestyle, you could also use shapes. So I could do a rectangle in brown and make that be my tree trunk. And then I could do a triangle in green and make that be the top of my tree. And still be able to draw an arrow that shows that that is where the bark would be. Okay, either way is acceptable. I'm not judging your art abilities. Thankfully, you aren't judging my art abilities. So just as long as I can tell that you put forth some effort in drawing the picture, okay? That's the fun part, drawing the picture. So bark can either mean the stuff that's on the tree or it can mean a sound that a dog makes, but we're not done yet. So the next thing then that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make sentences. Now, I need to use the same word, so I can't add any endings to it. I can't add ed, ing, s, or anything like that. I'm using the same exact word two different ways. So then you can use your text box, and I would suggest going on like 24, and you can type your sentence. Now, I'm checking to see if you have uppercases, periods, spaces, it makes sense, and you're using the word correctly. So I could put the tree bark was brown, okay? And that's a sentence. I'm using the word bark in the sentence, and I'm showing what it means matching my picture, okay? Then I can put another sentence here, and I can say, I heard the dog bark. both of those sentences, I used the word bark. I did not add any endings to it. I have uppercases at the beginning, periods at the end, spaces, and they make sense. So what you're going to do for the rest of this assignment is you're going to do the second page. So the second page is set up exactly like the first page, except it has the word fly. Think of bat. Bat can mean something that you hold in your hand or something that you're doing, or an animal. Think about that when you're thinking about fly, okay? So you're going to draw two pictures of fly meaning two different things, and then give me two sentences that match the picture. Don't add anything to the end. So I don't want to see flying, flies, or anything like that. I want both sentences to contain the word fly. And I want your sentences to be good sentences. So take your time, double check it, read it, make sure it makes sense. Make sure you have a period, make sure you have an uppercase, make sure you have spaces. All those things that are important. And I'm going to be looking to make sure that you attempted to draw a picture, wrote your sentence with an uppercase and a period, used the word without any endings, and that you gave your best effort. Okay? So good luck with that and have fun drawing. It's kind of cool to use some of those drawing techniques. Have fun.